Okay, time for a little update here on the progress with the trailer here. As you can see, there's no axles under it. I've removed the axles to lighten the load. And I've also assembled my gantry over top here, as this garage doesn't have, well, crane or anything like that in it. So now I made a crane. And that's a 4,500 pound winch up there with synthetic rope on it. It will lift the trailer frame. So the plan here is to lift, set the trailer down, drop the trailer down with the lift table. So it's right on the ground basically. And I'm going to put some cross beams across there, 8-foot landscape ties that I have that I've used for all kinds of other things. Anyways, I lift up one side of the trailer and I get it right up on its side, and then I slide the bottom over, and well, basically I'm flipping it over. So it'll go back over top of the lift table and still be lifted up to a nice height to work on. So here's the axles over here. They need to be all cleaned up and painted. The bearings are in awesome shape. What's not in awesome shape is the eyes. These are the eyes on the springs. All 4 springs, the eyes have been kind of hammered out, so they. I'm just going to get you a nylon. This is a nylon insert, okay, for trailers. This is a brand new one. The ones that were in here were hammered right out. So you can see how loose that is in there, eh? Anyways, so I need to shim that around these, get some brass, shim it around the nylon insert, and then the bolts will just slide through there really nice. I've ordered a kit for this that'll fix the suspension all up. Some new parts. So that'll be happening. Right now, I'm going to take you around to the front here. There's the hubs for this side. I'm keeping the hubs. The hubs I want back on the same axles because they were rolling really nice. So I want to clean those up and paint them. And over here, I organized my brakes with one side of the trailer, the other side of the trailer. There's the front bearings and everything all cleaned up and ready for new grease. I'm soaking some bit of parts here in some crud cutter just to get the rust off them. There's the rusty brakes. And there's some clean brakes. One of the things I discovered with this this trailer was, for one thing, this little brass bushing here. It fits over top of a part on the axle there, and on the brake backing plate. That's what they call it. So that fits on there, and these were seized. This was, I mean, look at how rusty this one is compared to this one. They were seized on there. So, you know, this arm has to swing back and forth. The magnet grabs that's how these electric brakes work. The magnet here grabs the drum on its face and pulls on that lever, okay? So if these things aren't on the right side, like this arm here has to go to the front of the trailer so that the wheel is rotating in this direction and when the magnet grabs, it pulls on the arm, and that activates the brakes. Okay? The front axle on this trailer was backwards. It had the brake arms were on the wrong side. There's a left and a right. You can see right here, there's a left and a right. And they were on backwards. They were seized, they were on backwards. Wires weren't hooked up, so nobody was using these brakes for a while. It's hard to say how long. I'm gonna guess at least 5-6 years or more. So the brake shoes are okay. I just need to clean them up, and I'm repainting. I'm going to paint all these parts so that they're not going to rust real quick again. All these little springs here, I've cleaned them all up, and I like to oil the springs so that they work. These are your brake adjusters. Okay, they were all seized up and rusting, and they need to spin freely, so that otherwise you can't adjust the brakes. And even this thing here, where it's a plate that goes on the backing plate, and these springs kind of go like this around on it. It needs to work too. Everything needs to be free in these things, otherwise it's not gonna, you're gonna not have brakes. They have to work. So, and it's the same with the suspension on the trailer. I mean, if the bushings and the bolts are all seized up, and they were, then no good. Your suspension just won't work. So anyways, so this trailer's getting a real makeover. Even these tri arms here, and these are called shackles. They were all, I mean, look at them. They're pretty sad looking, right? And you can see the what's left over of the nylon bushings that were in them. I've ordered new ones. The kit has all the shackles, all the bolts, these, and the new nylon bushings as well. So yeah. Anyways, that's where I'm at with the trailer. I'm not quite ready to flip it over. I need to do some rust removal here. A little bit of rust. A lot of what you're seeing too, like you thinking it's rust when you look at the whole trailer, but it has a copper paint job on it, so it's very deceiving. But yeah, my plan here is to, when I redeck the trailer, I will be using like a 2x6 pressure treated wood. It should be a very strong deck. I bolt it through. I'll bolt it right through this with carriage bolts so that they have flat heads on the top. I'm also going to put a strip of rubber on top of that cross piece there. Not only will that raise the wood up so that it's nice and flush with the frame here, but it's also going to have some moisture protection as well. So I'm gonna try that and we'll see what happens. Put some rubber on there. But anyway, that's the update on my trailer project.